Today we're going to be jumping back into the book, Christians Wake Up, with chapter 2, It's Never Been This Late. So stick around.
See you there. Hey guys, it's FaithDuo.
Back with another video.
Alright, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, we're just a Christian couple striving to please God and encourage others by sharing our life.
Thanks for being with us today. So chapter 2 title is It's Never Been This Late. And we're going to be diving into the questions first and then kind of backtrack into the chapter. What comes to your mind when you hear wake up call?
Probably a life-threatening situation that makes you realize you're not focused on the right things.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. When I think of a wake up call, I think of like hotel, basically
Bougie.
That's what I think of when I hear wake up call. But deeper is, getting a tragic event or something like that happens, and you get shot.
You stump your toe, you're like, man, I ain't gonna walk like that anymore.
Right. You pay more attention to that little pinky toe. Why do Christians need a wake up call? Well, for one, I think we get lackadaisical. We get distracted. And we're not focused on what we need to be focused on. So that's why I think we as Christians need a wake-up call, in today's society, in today's world, because there's just a lot going on.
I think we need, I totally agree with that, and I think we need to get a wake-up call because sin is real and hell is real, and when something's not an immediate threat, then you don't take it as serious, and you just, like he said, you get lax. But sin and hell are real, eternity is real, and that was one of the things that was said in the chapter this time. It's getting later and later in our journey to eternity. So it could be the next moment that it's time to reach your eternity. Yeah. Like you're just in it.
That's one thing that I guess kind of was crazy to me when I was younger, just thinking about, like, you've been put into, I guess, eternity. Like, you're never going to get out of it now. Like, you're in it. And so you're always going to have whatever we transform into later, spiritual, but we're in it now and you can't get out of it. So you're going to either go to one of two destinations. And like she said, there's no immediate threat, we don't feel like, but we don't know. It could be the next hour. Next question. How can we awaken the church to her duties?
Would you mean like locally, or what do you mean?
I would say just starting with your own church.
I think that you need to be bold. You need to be not afraid to be bold and respectful, and not afraid to speak up and try to say something or encourage. But also, one of the biggest things you could do is take action yourself and invite people to come from your church, maybe your elders, if you think they need to get some hints about evangelism. Involve people who you think make a difference or can encourage people deeply in the church, and take action. That's the biggest thing, is just do something and invite people. Right,
exactly. You have to have that fire. That's what it starts with. It's going to start with you. And I've heard a quote before, it says, if it's to be, it's up to me. And so you have to take action upon yourself to do something to awaken the church, the congregation, the people that are around you. Because if people see that you're on fire, then they're most likely going to catch fire. It's like if you're out and your car breaks down and you're just sitting in your car waiting for somebody to push it. Nobody's going to push it. But if somebody sees you out there trying to push your car, somebody may help you. And so you have to get that momentum going. You have to start and moving forward before anybody else does. What is one intentional thing that you plan to do because of this lesson?
Well, once we get into it, y'all see what I'm talking about. But I think I'm gonna try to use my time more wisely, as far as like just putting God more in it, because sometimes like things will happen and I think like I'll see that somebody passed away or something, and I think like, what if that was me? Like I barely did anything to put God in my life today, you know, and I don't want to be on that habit, and you know, it come to the end of my wake up call, you know, and I haven't been putting God first, which is our whole purpose, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna do. Is, I mean, I'm always trying to, but then I just get lax, and so this chapter was a wake up call that I need to try harder again.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I wanted to strive to do is, you know, reaching out to other Christians and podcasting, to have documentation on how people, their Christian walk is, and it may inspire others. I know it would inspire me just to see how different Christians come about to be a Christian and how they're staying faithful. And I think that's a good avenue to have somewhere that, you know, people can go and see that there's other Christians that are actually doing this, that are actually staying faithful, and that are trying to move forward. And so if we're seeing them move forward, then we can all move forward together.
That is so
So
true.
trying to do more podcasts.
Interviews.
Yeah. All right, so getting into this chapter, he talks about 9/11, a national wake-up call. And so where were you on the morning of 9/11? I know I was like in 6th grade in a classroom, and I remember some girl saying the Nazis attacked or something like that. And I just remember that school day was kind of weird. The teacher didn't tell us anything, but then getting home, seeing that on TV.
I just remember being in 3rd grade in the classroom, sitting on the floor.
So you didn't know anything going on. So that was a national wake-up call for us, and you know, it brought the nation closer together. We were more united, we were more prayerful, we were just a country that was together.
Everybody was praying together and doing things for one another, and it wasn't, nobody cared about who you were just one nation at that point. And right now, we just so happen to be in another different kind of wake-up call, the pandemic. So coronavirus, I mean, what's some wake-up calls you've seen during this for yourself?
You know, well, one, the next day is not promised, and we're not as strong as we think we are, you know, with, I guess, in terms of our health. We've lost a lot of people around the world and in this nation from this virus, and some people weren't expecting to have this hit. A lot of people weren't expecting to lose their lives this year. And so, you know, it hits home for a lot of people.
What this wake-up call has taught me is that a lot of people don't care about other people. We're all caught up in trying to learn how to self-love and build yourself up, but you need to care for others. I mean, it's talking about the groceries and toilet paper and stuff like that, that was ridiculous, okay? So you just need to spread love and show that you can care about others and still be happy. And another thing is that I think it's been a wake-up call for everybody that either people have lost somebody and they realize they weren't using their time wisely, and they're like, oh, I regret what I didn't do with them. Or people are dying and they're realizing, wow, I didn't use my time wisely. Like, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I mean, it happens every day, but because of this coronavirus, it's been happening more. And like, if it goes around more, you know, more people are thinking about what they wish they would have done. And when you get to the end of life and you are at that moment where you don't have any choice of doing something different, then you realize what's really important. It's just sad that it takes tragedy to wake us up like that. So if it takes a video, if it takes a movie, if it takes being involved with somebody that is gonna hold you accountable and keep you awake, you need to be awake.
So the author says it's never been this late before, and today is a day that has never come before. The hour has never come before. This minute, this second has never come before that we're living right now. And so we'll never get this time back again. So we need to live in the present moment and do all that we can so that we're not regretting when we have, our life is gone.
You are so right. And this whole lesson has taught me that everyone becomes complacent, even myself, and comfortable. And to overcome that, to beat that, to, get ahead of snoozing, you have to be trying to grow daily. You need daily goals, you need weekly goals, you need somebody who can hold you accountable and want to grow too. And that's how you can overcome that. A great phrase he used in here that's like, it seems silly, but it's so serious, is if you snooze, you lose. And you don't want to lose your eternity. So wake up.
And we all need to do a better job of trying to make goals and stick to them. And I know me and Victoria, we need to do a better job.
Yeah, we gotta get back on our goals.
Get on our goals and stick to them.
This is our only goal, survive.
Yeah, we're trying to survive right now. A verse we always need to remember is 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will melt with a fervent heat. Both the earth and the works that are in it will be burned up. All right, so let us know what are some of your goals down in the comment section, and answer some of the questions that we answered in the comment section as well, so that we can get to know what you're thinking about
and be encouraged by you.
Exactly. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be the light.